The Toyopet Super RH existed during a period when Japan was rapidly redefining its industrial identity. Factories that had once focused on wartime production were transitioning toward civilian goods, and automobiles became one of the most visible symbols of national recovery. Toyota's leadership understood that long-term success depended not only on producing vehicles but also on earning the trust of consumers who expected durability, value, and dependable service. Every Toyopet Super RH that left the assembly line represented an effort to demonstrate that Japanese engineering could compete with established international manufacturers. Driving conditions in Japan during the early and mid-1950s were significantly different from those experienced by motorists today. Many roads were narrow, rough, and only partially paved. Mountainous terrain created additional challenges, particularly for vehicles carrying passengers or cargo over long distances. The Toyopet Super RH was designed with these realities in mind. Its sturdy suspension system and durable construction allowed it to operate effectively in environments that would have been demanding even for larger foreign vehicles. Owners frequently praised the car's ability to withstand daily use without major mechanical issues. The vehicle's engine, while not especially powerful by American standards, reflected a philosophy of efficiency and practicality. Engineers concentrated on delivering reliable performance while minimizing fuel consumption and maintenance requirements. This approach proved particularly important in a country where economic conditions encouraged careful spending. Drivers appreciated a vehicle that could provide dependable transportation without imposing excessive operating costs. The Toyopet Super RH therefore appealed to a wide range of customers, from small business owners to government agencies. As automobile ownership slowly expanded, the social perception of cars began to change. What had once been considered a luxury item increasingly became a practical tool for mobility and economic opportunity. The Toyopet Super RH participated directly in this transformation. Families used it for weekend travel and holidays, businesses relied on it for transportation needs, and professional drivers employed it for commercial services. Each use reinforced the idea that automobiles could improve quality of life and support economic growth. Taxi fleets became one of the most visible environments in which the Toyopet Super RH demonstrated its strengths. Taxi operators required vehicles capable of enduring long hours of operation under demanding urban conditions. Frequent stops, heavy passenger loads, and continuous driving placed significant stress on mechanical components. A car that could remain in service reliably represented a valuable investment. The Toyopet Super RH earned a reputation for meeting these requirements, making it an attractive option for commercial transportation companies. Toyota's engineers also recognized the importance of maintainability. Vehicles inevitably required servicing, and the availability of skilled mechanics varied considerably across different regions. The Toyopet Super RH was therefore designed with simplicity and accessibility in mind. Routine maintenance tasks could often be completed without specialized equipment, reducing downtime and operating expenses. This practical approach strengthened customer satisfaction and encouraged repeat purchases. The aesthetics of the Toyopet Super RH reflected global automotive influences while preserving a distinctly Japanese character. Designers sought to create a vehicle that appeared modern and aspirational without becoming overly extravagant. Chrome trim, smooth body contours, and balanced proportions contributed to an elegant appearance. The car conveyed professionalism and refinement, qualities that appealed to business users as well as private owners. Even decades later, enthusiasts often admire the model's understated design and historical authenticity. Inside the vehicle, attention was given to passenger comfort despite the limitations of the era. Seats were designed to provide reasonable support during extended journeys, while cabin layouts emphasized practicality. Instrument panels were generally uncluttered and easy to understand. Controls were arranged logically, enabling drivers to operate the vehicle confidently even if they were relatively new to automobile ownership. Such details reflected Toyota's growing understanding of customer expectations. The manufacturing process itself represented a significant achievement. Post-war industrial recovery required careful management of resources, labor, and technology. Toyota continually refined production methods to improve quality and efficiency. Workers received training in assembly techniques, inspection procedures, and problem-solving practices. These efforts contributed to more consistent vehicle quality and fewer defects. The experience gained through producing models such as the Toyopet Super RH would later influence Toyota's renowned production systems. Export ambitions were also beginning to emerge during this period. Although Toyota's international presence remained limited compared with later decades, company leaders recognized the potential of overseas markets. Vehicles like the Toyopet Super RH provided valuable experience in engineering, manufacturing, and quality control. Lessons learned from domestic models helped prepare Toyota for future expansion beyond Japan's borders. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Toyopet Super RH was its contribution to brand identity. Today, Toyota is associated worldwide with reliability, efficiency, and durability. These qualities did not appear overnight. They were built gradually through decades of engineering effort and customer experience. The Toyopet Super RH played a role in establishing these associations. Owners who experienced dependable performance often recommended Toyota vehicles to friends, relatives, and colleagues. Positive word of mouth strengthened the company's reputation and supported long-term growth. The broader automotive industry was evolving rapidly during the 1950s. Manufacturers around the world experimented with new technologies, styling trends, and production techniques. Toyota closely observed international developments while adapting them to local needs. The company recognized that success required balancing innovation with practicality. Features had to provide genuine value rather than simply following fashion. This disciplined approach helped ensure that vehicles remained affordable and reliable. Rural communities benefited significantly from the increasing availability of automobiles. In many areas, public transportation options were limited, and distances between towns could be considerable. A vehicle such as the Toyopet Super RH offered greater independence and flexibility. Farmers, merchants, and local professionals could travel more efficiently, expanding economic opportunities and strengthening connections between communities. The impact of improved mobility extended far beyond individual owners. The vehicle also reflected changing cultural attitudes toward technology and modernization. Japan's post-war recovery involved embracing innovation across numerous industries, including manufacturing, electronics, and transportation. Automobiles became visible symbols of progress. The Toyopet Super RH embodied this spirit by demonstrating how engineering could improve daily life. For many people, owning or even riding in such a vehicle represented participation in a modernizing society. Automotive enthusiasts today often appreciate the craftsmanship evident in surviving examples of the Toyopet Super RH. Restorers devote significant effort to preserving original details, including bodywork, trim, interiors, and mechanical components. Each restored vehicle serves as a historical artifact, offering insight into the design and manufacturing practices of its era. Collectors value these cars not only for their rarity but also for their connection to a pivotal period in automotive history. Historical photographs frequently showed Toyopet Super RH vehicles operating in busy city streets, rural landscapes, and commercial districts. These images provide valuable context for understanding the role automobiles played in everyday life. The cars appear alongside bicycles, buses, and pedestrians, illustrating a transportation system undergoing significant transformation. Such scenes highlight the gradual integration of private vehicles into Japanese society. The durability of many surviving examples is a testament to the quality of their construction. Despite decades of use and exposure to environmental conditions, some vehicles have been successfully restored to operational condition. Their continued existence allows modern audiences to experience firsthand the engineering achievements of Toyota's early years. Enthusiasts who drive restored examples often comment on the vehicle's solid feel and mechanical simplicity. The Toyopet Super RH also contributed to the development of supporting industries. Automobile production created demand for steel, glass, rubber, electrical components, and countless other materials. Suppliers expanded operations to meet growing requirements, generating employment and economic activity. The success of passenger vehicles therefore had effects that extended throughout the broader industrial economy. Another important aspect of the vehicle's legacy involves the experience gained by Toyota's workforce. Engineers refined design techniques, factory workers improved assembly skills, and managers developed organizational practices. Knowledge accumulated through producing models such as the Toyopet Super RH formed the foundation for future innovations. Many principles that later contributed to Toyota's global competitiveness were influenced by lessons learned during this formative period. For younger generations today, it can be difficult to appreciate how transformative automobile ownership once seemed. Modern transportation systems provide a level of convenience that is often taken for granted. In contrast, the arrival of vehicles like the Toyopet Super RH represented a dramatic expansion of personal mobility. Families could travel farther, businesses could operate more efficiently, and communities became more interconnected. These changes helped shape the social and economic landscape of modern Japan. As the decade progressed, Toyota continued developing new models with improved performance, comfort, and styling. Yet each advancement built upon earlier achievements. The Toyopet Super RH served as an important stepping stone in this evolutionary process. It demonstrated the effectiveness of Toyota's engineering philosophy and reinforced the importance of customer-focused design. The confidence gained through its success encouraged further investment in research and development. Looking back, the Toyopet Super RH can be viewed as more than just a passenger car. It was a participant in a national story of recovery, innovation, and growth. Its presence on roads across Japan reflected changing aspirations and expanding opportunities. The vehicle helped establish Toyota as a credible manufacturer while providing practical transportation to thousands of drivers and passengers. In doing so, it contributed to the foundation upon which one of the world's most successful automotive companies would ultimately be built.